Chad?
It might be the Chad.
Ready? Here we go. Hey everybody,
Welcome to Shift Habits,
week number
224.
So we got a guest with us, and I'll kind of start off.
We do.
We got everybody. You know who we got with us?
Chad was great.
You know who we got with us?
The Chad.
We got the Chad.
The Chad.
That's the Chad. So Chad is fifth try.
Fifth try going into sixth.
So are you fifth try or sixth try?
Halfway
Sixth
done.
try. No, we had this discussion today.
Mine.
We had this discussion today. Fifth try or sixth try?
I would say sixth because I officially completed fifth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I gotta get some here. Just a second. I gotta do some math. So make sure I got this right. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Bon Jovi. Cue Bon Jovi right here, halfway there.
Yeah.
Living in prayer.
All right.
So it's the theme
So
song.
go ahead and
at
interview.
Palmer.
I gotta do some math here real quick.
It's the
to
theme
make sure.
song at Palmer when you're halfway done. You play it at your half try party. Don't worry, you'll hear it.
Okay.
They did it at every one that I ever heard of when I was at Palmer.
Sure we will. They really did.
Whisper it. Okay. Go ahead, Carrie. I just gotta do some math here. Go ahead, Sean. Interview. I'll do some math.
So this is the Chad. The Chad, please tell our humble viewers about yourself.
My name's Chad Cobes, not Cobbs, as this guy likes to say all the time. Yes, it is.
I thought it was Cubs.
Nope. I'm.
Was it the Chad? Was it the Chad? Was it the Chad? Was it the Chad?
Fifth try, just finished. So I'm a sixth try student at Palmer, and I'm originally from Somerset, Wisconsin.
I was doing some math, guys. We're okay.
So
Really,
tell us.
where he's at right now, this is what I had to figure out. Where he was at, wait a minute, just a second. There we go. We had to take a selfie. So right now, fifth try, I did some math for you.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I was right. If you decided right now you were done with school,
Oh, I hate it when he does this stuff.
you could go to work, and I did it right, I want to make sure. You could go to work at McDonald's, now you're not going to eat, okay? You don't have a place to live, anything like that. But just to pay off your student loans, you can get them paid off at McDonald's, working there just 11 years.
11.
What about my undergrad? I didn't do that math. All right, so.
In
yeah.
Taco John's, it takes less time, just to let you know.
So
Taco Bell.
Chad's been hanging out with us today, and I've been kind of breaking it to him. And I just told him, now's the best time, because we're gonna be. This is important, guys. Now, come on, serious. This is, we're gonna be like the majority of them. I am. We're gonna be like the majority of the 90% of the profession out there. Our ratings, to see what the ratings are gonna do. No. We're gonna be like 90%. This is what they told me when I came to Omaha, and we're going to tell this to Chad right now. You know what? Now's the time to get out. Because you know what? If you want to get out of the profession, do it right now. Because when I came to Omaha, they're like, oh man, Omaha's a bad place to practice. And then I gave them my location, and they'd go, oh, that's a bad area to practice. So all board of us doing, I was like, you sure you want to do this chiropractic stuff? Man, you need to get out now. Just work at McDonald's, takes you 11 years to pay off your loans. Or you're kind of stuck, man. You're all in. Which one are you going to do?
All in.
You're all in? You sure you want to do this thing?
Absolutely.
I mean, because
Chad was great.
this is what happens. I mean, don't look at me, because I'm an exception to the rule. Okay, you gotta look at these guys. This is what happens when you're all in. I haven't been a shift in like 4 episodes. Do you realize that? So I'm making up for it right now.
You literally have spent all morning scheming that setup. That was impressive.
No, I just thought of it just now.
That was good.
I've been bored telling poor Chad all morning, oh dude, get out now. You don't want to do this thing. Now's the time to bail. And he's like, poor guy just looks at me. But I'm a little worried because he's hitting with a notebook taking notes, so I think you're doodling.
He's playing tic-tac-toe.
Is that what he's doing? So anyway, go ahead and interview him anyway. Is your belt fixed?
No, the belt's still broken. Yes. Thank you for bringing that up as well. That's why I'm sitting with one arm over this way. So the Chad. What we really want to know.
Is Chad great?
He is great.
Okay.
So the Chad. What got you into chiropractic? Because he actually this is a really cool story.
Yeah, actually, I was a sophomore in high school when I realized I wanted to be a chiropractor. It was actually on my birthday in 2002. No, I want to say, I can't remember. It was my sophomore year in high
Wait
school.
back, you're a sophomore in high school in 2002.
No, 4 maybe, somewhere around there.
So let's just start over again. Is your name really Chad?
Yes. I can't remember the date. Yes. So,
Oh, Bree's here. Yes, Bree.
Are you recording a video?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
we are.
Oh.
Do you want to be on it?
No.
And action.
So anyway, so it was maybe your sophomore year.
it was my sophomore
You
year.
don't know the year. You don't know the year.
I think the
and
date
it
was
may have
yeah.
been you or somebody that you knew.
Somebody that looked like him.
That looked like you. But anyway, go ahead.
So,
Somewhere in the decade of the 2000s.
There you go.
very sure it was 04.
Very sure.
Or 02.
90% sure.
Don't question the Chad.
You're
Chad was great.
60% of the time. You're 60% of the time. 100% of the time.
All the time.
Okay, got it. Okay, carry on.
So, I received news that my father was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and it was basal cell carcinoma of the throat, tongue, and esophagus. And they gave him less than 10% chance of living. And I started doing research. I knew I wanted to be in healthcare, but I kept doing research and medical doctors, surgeons, all that, and none of it was what I wanted to do. I didn't want to see people like my father walk in every day and regret that they're coming in for, they come in sick and they leave sicker, or they never really get better. They're just,
As a sophomore, you figured that out.
yeah.
Wow.
And so I knew that I wanted to do something else, something where patients come in and they're extremely happy. And when they walk through that door, they're just excited to see you. And I've noticed that here tremendously, that every patient that walks through the door has got the biggest smile on their face. And what really confirmed this for me was that my father successfully beat cancer, so
That's
he
cool.
beat the 10%. And within 24 hours of being released, they refused to give him pain pills because they thought that he was in so much pain that they thought he would take too many. So they gave him a pain patch. And my mom came home to my father the next day, passed out on the floor because the pain patch failed, and he had all the pain medication delivered at one time. So he was rushed to the hospital, and he was all right. And then within 3 days, he was released. And within, I want to say, the next week, or it was maybe 48 hours, I don't quite remember the details, that he was under so many medications that he had a heart attack and had to go back to the hospital and had 2 stents put in. So right then and there.
How soon after beating the cancer do you have to go back and have the heart stents put in?
I want to say about a week, maybe a little bit more.
That's one tough human being.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one tough guy.
So, yeah, that's the reason why I'm in chiropractic, and I couldn't imagine being anything else.
So that makes your story, which I think was the coolest story ever. And you know, and the cool thing, and not knowing this,
It's
and
still
literally,
the coolest story to me. Not that yours isn't cool, but I'm taking his side.
well, you would. So anyway, but all joking aside, for the first time hearing that story,
That's cool.
that's cool. But here's the thing about it is too, you know who I know is going to be a massive success in this profession, who's driven and who has a vision.
Chad was great.
Ding.
Right there.
Good Chad.
Because that's an inspiration and a vision that even a lot of chiropractors my age that are the ones who believe in the subluxation. The other ones are not even chiropractors. That's driven. I mean that's pretty cool. So that's cool. That's a cool story.
Thanks.
I mean you really can't touch that. So that's gonna be a good Dr. Matt moment for you. But anyway.
In time.
Well, even today, yeah, we'll still do it. But this last weekend, and just as I said that and what you experienced there, what Dr. Giraldi said last week at the IRAPS, I thought it was pretty cool. He said there are no mixers, there's no such things as mixers or straight. You're either chiropractic or you're medical, and I thought that's pretty good. For the anti-subluxation. What do we call them?
Yeah,
I'll just call them nitwits out there.
that's being nice.
That's being way nice out there. for your little clubs, you know, I got one. So, that's why I go shopping every 2 weeks. So, anyway, we'll leave it at that for another episode, which,
Yes, we will.
you know, I told my wife I was going to be good. And then as I thought about it, and we were getting ready to record the video, she'd just be good. I was like, I can't. Because hearing his story, what his dad went through, yet we have a faction, and we'll call that like a sliver. You ever get a sliver, it just annoys you and it just drives you crazy? The only way you can get him out is stick something in him and then throw it away. So we have you got all that, didn't you? We got a sliver of our profession that doesn't believe in what we do as chiropractors. And that's what they are. They're slivers. You just got to pick them out and throw them away. And of course, we're not saying that. Don't agree with that because, you know, the rules they go by. So, anyway. You have no answer for that, do you?
No, I'm good.
How'd the ratings do there, Sean? So, Dr. Matt Moment, this is the best right here.
Hold on,
Ready?
one more thing before the moment. The pain releasing patch, though, that's all evidence based.
Oh, well, the funny thing about
Obviously.
that is now that you mentioned that, they didn't want to give you the pain pills because they wanted to be able to monitor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they used their evidence-based, peer-reviewed, clinical credibility, public accepted patch to be safe, and they put your father, who had already whooped it and proved him wrong, the power of the ability of the animate the human soul. Your dad said, "I'm not gonna listen to you, I want to live."
Mm-hmm.
And they put the patch on there. It's like, what? Anyway.
And then you said so they could monitor the drugs. So what do they just not monitor drugs that they give people without a patch?
Ooh, good one. That would never happen in New Mexico.
Never.
No, not that group in New Mexico. So, anyway. Mike, you have anything? You're pretty quiet. Change his name. That's what he's doing. Don't worry, dude. I got all the people you need to call in case they do to you what they did to me. We got all the connections
Sweet.
now, so we're good there.
Good.
So, all right. So, Dr. Matt Moment.
Yes.
Everybody, bye. Just kind of keep your heads down and.
So thank you for watching. The Shift Happens, week number 224.
Chad was great.
With the purpose-driven, the Chad. So you guys find a chiropractor if you don't have one
Then it checks and adjusts.
that checks and adjusts subluxation when necessary. Because he's driving and this force is going to be the future of chiropractic. And I'm very blessed to be with these guys practicing every single day and serving you so our community lives that much better.
Do you realize the last 3 Shift Happens have had nothing but students on there? That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Just weird how we always have guests that are
Students.
weird.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So students
So with that,
pay attention.
anyway, should we say Chad is great? Chad is great.
Chad is great.
Great.
Chad is great. The Chad
Chad.
is great. The Chad.
The Chad.
All right, see y'all later. So we're gonna end it with the Chad is great. That's a cool story. Your dad's doing.
He's great. He's great. The Chad is great. He is great. The Chad is great. The Chad is stuck.